Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. My name is Georgiana Haynes and I am streaming live with you tonight. Today I'm doing a little bit of a Q&A. You guys sent me some questions regarding a stream that we did last week. So I am actually excited to be able to come back in and answer those questions for you now. So I am going to give everyone a minute to come in, log in, let me know where you're watching from. Give me a hi, a hello. If you're catching the replay, that's okay. Give me a hashtag replay. I do check the comments after, so feel free to comment and join the conversation even if you're not joining live. That is totally fine. Milagros is here. Welcome, Millie. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us. So, like I said, today we're doing some Q&A. You guys have sent your questions in already, but if you do have any questions while I'm going through this tutorial, don't be a stranger. You guys know that this is 100% a discussion, so don't be shy. If you have any questions or if you want me to slow down and go back and redo something, that's totally fine too. But today I'm going to be continuing our talk about social media and scheduling social media posts and creating social media content. So if you didn't catch the video, go ahead and check out that video from before. Oh, thank you, Milagros. You know where all of my stuff comes from. But thank you, thank you. So we talked last week about scheduling on a program, an app which is free that I love. That's called Later. And one of the benefits of the Later app, other than being free, is that it allows you to schedule out your posts across, different days. So whether you schedule your posts at the beginning of the month or at the beginning of the week, or if you just want to be able to schedule posts to multiple social media channels, that's something that you can do with Later. So last week, Tuesday, I kind of walked you through how I use Later, some tips for using it, and some of you have been getting back to me with your feedback, but one of the things that I've been realizing the most from your questions and comments is that there's sort of I feel like I needed to make a distinction between Canva and Later. I know that the program that a lot of us used to use in the past, that's no longer available to us, it used to do two things. It used to give us content to post. So there was content that was already curated, beautiful images with text and graphics that was already there for us. And we kind of just selected those images and then we scheduled them. So the discrepancy is, a lot of you have been we've been talking about Canva and how Canva can be used to help you create that content. But when I did my talk about Later and the Later app last week, a lot of questions came up, regarding Later versus Canva. And I kind of just wanted to clarify because there isn't really a either or. In my opinion, they actually are two tools that work really well together because they do two different things. So Canva, from the trainings you guys have been seeing, you're going to start to realize that Canva is more of a content creation app. It's something to help you curate graphics that you can use across your social media channels. So let me kind of switch over so that you guys can see how I use Canva. So for me, matter of fact, rewind a little bit more. A couple of weeks ago, in August, I did this post talking about Canva and how, for me, it's a great tool to help create consistency in my social media across my posts by, using the same colors, using the same fonts, and kind of just, it helps me create things that are similar in my social media, but it does a lot more than that. For me, I really like it for its use of templates. So you see I have a file. You could basically think of it as a file, but these are where I have my Pinterest graphics. So once I've created a template for how I want my Pinterest graphics to look, I can always come back in here and I can add. This is another template that I use for my YouTube channel art. You guys have seen these on my YouTube channel, on my videos for my live streams. I came into Canva and I created that graphic here. This is a file that I use for my YouTube thumbnail. So whenever I'm doing a video and I want to have a thumbnail for the cover of my video, I come into this file and I kind of just tweak what I already have. But I'm just going to go into one of them. So when I talk about creating content, there are two sort of, actually actually, there's so many now. It's hard to say two, but basically there's like the image. And for most people, our biggest tool is just going to be our phones. If you have an additional camera, that's great. But for most people, our images are coming up on our cell phones. Thank you, Milagros. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. Hey, Tracy. Tracy is joining us. So good to see you here, Tracy. So images. So for example, if I took a screenshot or image of me right now, I can use this photo on my social media. I can just take it and upload it. And for a lot of us, that's what we do on our social media. I do it as well. So you could take an image like what I'm using, you could just take this photo and you can upload it to later and schedule it out. But you can also take this image and edit it. So you can either turn it into a video, you can just turn it into a post with text. Like if I wanted to put text in this little block right here. I can add graphics if I want to put hearts or emojis. If you guys look at my YouTube thumbnails, that's sort of what you'll see, a little bit of font, some text, some emojis. So you could take your initial image and then you can edit it. The other thing that you can do is you can also start from scratch and you can create what I call quotes. Here's one that I did for my Facebook group, which is a little bit of everything. It's basically just a plain background with some text, and there's a little video in the back so that when I post it, it does this little starburst thing here. So you can either start off with an image or you can start off with a graphic and you can go from there. You can create it into a video, you can turn it into a slideshow, you can take multiple images and create different slideshows. So you can do different things in Canva. So Canva is really a place where you can create content that you can then upload using later. So today I'm going to show you, for example, what I do whenever I'm creating a thumbnail for my blog that's going to use an image from my live stream. So I do YouTube videos, and I usually will take that YouTube video, I usually will take a screenshot or an image, and then I will add it into this graphic, which I then use on, I call it Pinterest because it's sized vertically for Pinterest, but this is also the size that I use for my blog. So once you decide on the size of the images you're using, you can also, if this is your first time around and you're getting started, they actually have a lot of templates already made for you. So you can do basically a square image, which is the Instagram post. You can choose a Pinterest pin, which is a vertical image. You can do a Facebook cover, which is more horizontal. You could do a blog banner, which is also horizontal but sort of crisper. It has higher pixels. So they actually have templates that you can start off with. So I love that about them because it kind of takes the guesswork of having to figure out what you want to do. And you can see my Instagram quotes is that, square image. So I have a file, like I said, for my Instagram quotes. I basically started off with this Instagram post template, and then I added in my colors, my fonts, my graphics, my images to make it unique to me. So that's where, the benefits of Canva come in. You can make it unique to what you're doing. So once you have your format, your template sort of created already, you've chosen your colors, you've chosen the fonts that you want to use. For me, I like to use the same colors and fonts across all of my posts, or to categorize certain posts so that when somebody sees my image, they know it's me. Aside from me having my logo and my website, making it unique to me, the content that I post across my blog, I'll just quickly switch over to my blog so you can see all of my blog posts. Actually, let's just go to the homepage. You start to see that my posts, they have, similar colors across the schemes, grays, pinks. This is a video that I did a few weeks ago. You see that this is the blog post template that I used, and it fits in with the format, the vertical format of my other posts that I use on my blog. These two are also sale alerts that I've created using Canva. Basically just using the same template. You see it's the same font, same layout, and that kind of brings cohesiveness to my blog. This blog post, this is where I tend to do more of my live streams, so you'll see more of that cohesiveness. So you can see the difference over here between a live stream video and a basically a recorded video, but the fonts are the same, the backgrounds are the same. It kind of, you know, again, brings that cohesiveness. So that's where Canva sort of comes in. So I'm going to be showing you how I do that today. So this template has already been created. I started off with a Pinterest template, which is vertical, and I set it up so that my font is here. I have my logo and my website. Yours, of course, can be very different. I love that they have a lot of different templates over here. So you can choose one of these to start off with, or you can create your own from scratch. And, you know, it's going to change over time. If you look at my blog, I have different ones across, you know, the years. So you can use a variety. So since I already have my template, all I'm going to do is copy it over. And again, this is where having templates comes in handy because it saves so much time. So I already have my template created. I am literally just going to drag an image into Canva. This is a new video that I uploaded the other day. Once my image is in Canva, I can literally just drag and drop it into my template, and I could change the title. Wow, what title was this that I was using? I think this was creating iconic luminous. Can I spell today? Luminous, skin and hair. So this was a video that I did before. Boom, I'm done. Literally drag and drop my image, change my font. I'm good to go. All I do now is download that page, done and done. It will download for me. So if it's a video, it takes a little bit longer, but since it is an image, it was really easy to download. It's finished. And then I can come into my blog and plop it in and share it. Or I could come into an app like Later, and I could then take that post image, drag and drop it into Later. And then, as you guys know, I like to edit my notes first. So I might say new video on my YouTube channel. Check it. Ew. Check it out. And then I would usually just post in a link to the video, maybe some hashtags. You guys, if you have the paid version, you can use hashtag suggestions. I like to use saved captions. This was more of a skincare / fragrance. So I'll just take those two together. Perfume, fragrance of the day. These are mostly duplicates. Delete, delete, delete. Custom, custom, custom. I think I'll take out all of this anti-aging stuff, the skin stuff. Double check that it's under 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Perfect. Update that. Save. Drag and drop it onto my calendar. Let's do 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Post is already created. So all I need to do is select which channels. I actually don't want it on one of these channels. So I'm going to turn off this channel. Drag and drop again with only the channels that I want it posted to highlighted. The caption is already there. The time is set. I love it. Next. Here it is for all of my social media channels. Twitter is always a pain because it limits how much you can use. So I'm just going to take out a couple to make sure I have the number of characters that I need. Then I'll just select the Pinterest board that I wanted. Let's see, probably success and advice. No, that's not really relevant. Maybe fashion, beauty, skincare. Let's see what I have for skincare boards. That'll work. Pinterest site is ready. Ooh, for my Pinterest site, I do need to have a website. So for that, I would need to go to my YouTube channel. So youtube.com/GeorgianaH. And while that loads up, Tracy says, my blog makes her want to revamp her blog. Definitely, Tracy, go for it. Why not, right? So I am just going to take this link, click share, copy, jump on over to later, paste the link so that my website is there. And now that I think about it, might as well, since I have it, get that link into all these other posts. Great. Somebody wants me to make a change. Oh, Twitter again. Take out. Maybe Blogger Life, Blogger, and Blogger. Perfect. Create my post, scheduled. So, wonderful. So now my post is ready to go on the days that I want it. So you guys can see, once you've created a system for templates within Canva, it makes it so much easier to schedule that content out in later. You can, of course, also take your plain images like we did in our training last week and schedule those posts out into later. But the beauty of Canva is that you can kind of take your basic images and create so much more. You can, add fonts, add your fonts and create text. You can add in, different videos to create a slideshow. You can add your logo onto your images if you want to have a logo or even a watermark. Sometimes you'll see a very faint website or your handle, whether it's for Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, so that if somebody else shares that image, which people do all the time without giving credit, but if someone else shares that credit, your name is always on it. You can use it to do that. So Canva, like I said, is really a tool to enhance or add variety to the type of content that you're scheduling to your social media so that it's not just photos. You can have, like I said, quotes, videos, slideshows, or you could take your plain images and enhance them just like I did with my YouTube thumbnails, so that you can kind of either take that image and use it for other purposes as well as sharing on your social media, or to just kind of brand it and make it a little bit more unique to you. So that is how I pair Canva with Later to create a wider variety of graphics for my social media channels. But you guys, once you get into Canva, you'll see that it does so much. So the goal is really to get in there and see what's available to you. Don't get overwhelmed by Canva. You'll find that with a lot of the graphic design programs, there are a lot of options for what you can do, but start small. Start off with one type of image, whether it's, say, a Facebook post or an Instagram post. First, all you do is decide on the size of the image that you're going to want to use, and that's going to be affected by what channel you're going to be posting on. I recommend starting off with square images because you can use a square image on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The more rectangular or horizontal images, they show up differently on different social media channels. So start with a square image. Know that you can use that across all channels. And then if you're posting just to Facebook, you can use a horizontal image. If you're posting just to Twitter, horizontal image. If you're posting to Instagram, vertical and square images work perfectly. But I recommend starting off with a square image, then deciding what you want to do. Are you sharing an image that you took with your phone? Fine. Load it up into Later, schedule it, you're good to go. If you want to add to that image in Canva, okay, well, what are you doing? Are you adding an image onto a background? One thing that I love about Canva is that they have so many great templates that once you're in there, you can come up with so many ideas for what to do. I always say, though, if you do select a template, let's say, for example, this one. This is a template for a quote. So you can change this yellow background. So instead of a quote, instead of just being plain yellow, it could be an image. So I will take this image that I had here, overlay that, drag it to the back. You use position to send it backwards. So I can send this backwards, make this image fit, make this graphic a little more transparent. So I can have this quote on top of my image. let's go back to templates. They have some really great ones for images built in already. So if you have an image that you already have, like here's one. How cute is that? So you could create something like this where you would just take an image that you have already, take one that I have, and drag it in to change it. You can do different images, and you can set up a template so that this is your background in all of your images. And then when you're ready to add a new image, you would just copy this one, change the image, copy it again, change the image. Hi, Milagros. So you can create templates as easily as that. So once you decide on your site, just come into their templates that they've already created, find one that looks great for you. Oh, here's an awesome one. Here's a great one. You could just, again, this could be your image that you use. You could change the font and, you know, make it unique to you. Here's another one. Great background, simple image. You could change the text. For us, it would be fall. And we could change this to pumpkin spice season. Adjust the text a little bit. And there you have a graphic that's totally unique, you know, to whatever it is that you're posting on, whether it's Instagram or Facebook. Then once you download this image, you can, again, I'm just going to download page 1. Switch over to later, take that same image, upload it into later, and then once it uploads, the uploads are take you a little bit longer because I'm streaming while I do this, but here we go. And then you could decide, all right, that'll be my post for Friday. Create some font, some text, schedule it across your channels. I don't know what board I want this on. We'll just pick that one. Boom, your posts are created. So again, think of Canva as more of a tool to create content, and later as a tool to schedule the content you've created in Canva or that you've taken on your phone. Great question. So Tracy is asking if Canva works on mobile and tablets. It does, but I will tell you, one thing that I found is the content that you create in the mobile version of Canva, you can't come onto your desktop. At least right now, you can't come into your desktop and then pick up those same images. So if you're creating on mobile, then you want to just upload straight into later from your mobile phone. And then when you're on your later desktop, you can then use your desktop for later. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. But yes, there is a Canva app, Tracy. Great, Milagros, thank you. I hope you guys are finding this helpful. Any more questions? So yeah, that's basically it. Don't get overwhelmed by the options that they have in Canva. Try a little bit of everything. It'll help you add variety and spice to your social media channels, but it's really not for you to feel pressure like, oh my gosh, there's so many options. Simplify it. Think about, before you go in, what is it that you want to do? Are you doing a quote? Are you doing an image? What is the font? What is the text that you want to have on that image? What are, you know, think of some of the graphics that you want to have on that image. Because if you go in with, you know, sometimes I'll even sketch out in my planner. I don't think I have any here, but I think in my old planner, I used to do it a lot. I would kind of just sketch out what I want my images to look like in my notes section. So I would use this notes area to kind of sketch out some posts that I wanted to post. That way when I got into Canva, I kind of already had an idea of what I was looking for. So I looked for those specific things and I wasn't getting bogged down by all of the options that they have. But sometimes I have an image that I want to use and I don't really know what kind of graphic that I want to share. So what I would do is I would come into Canva. Let's take this Instagram post again, and I might type in fall. Do a search for fall, and then you'll see some, you know, posts that kind of have that fall theme. So then, you know, if I had an image I wanted to use, I could see how I can use that image with this picture. Here's another great one. I might even, you know, take out the background, just delete the background, and take a picture of mine. Do I have any fall looking pictures? we can use this one. Drop that in and move it to the back. Is that already at the back? That's already at the back. Yeah. So, you know, you could do that. So, and if you don't like it, you can always undo. At the end of the day, change the colors. If you have custom colors that you like, I really like that. You guys might be seeing this later on my Instagram. You know, you could just do a search, use what the tools that they have to your advantage. Don't let it bog you down or get you overwhelmed. Here's another great one. Fall pumpkin spice season. Already done for you with the fonts and a background. You could just change fall. Put your own sentiments in there, make it yours, and you know, have a good time with it. So Tracy, quick question off topic, tutorial my boss agenda in the works. Yes. The boss agenda it has a tutorial built into the beginning, so there are instructions in the beginning. But yeah, I should totally do a video walkthrough of how I use it. Sometimes I'll do plan with me's. I haven't done one in a while. I did record one that I didn't upload yet, so I should probably upload that so you can see how I use it. But I've been leery about doing the tutorials, Tracy, because I don't want anybody to feel like they have to use it the way I use it. So I've been trying to, you know, thinking about how I can show people how to use it without saying, you know, how, you know, I've been thinking about how I can give people ideas without telling them how to use it, because I really want it to be something that's flexible, that people use in different ways. Because even for myself, I customize mine and I alter it. I really wanted it to be something that is flexible enough for people to change to suit their specific planning style or their mood or their season, or, you know, whatever time they're in their life. Because I mean, my planner has gone through so many changes these last few years. I've gone from like uber decorative to some days where I'm really just plain, but there are days in here like this one where it's like fully decorated, all color, washi tape, stickers, stamps, the whole nine. And then I have other days that are just more, this is what I need to have, the basics. So Tracy, I definitely, I'll put something together for you guys, because you're not the first person to ask me about that either. But I will do that for you. So great. So it looks like we have no more questions, but if you guys do think of anything, be sure to just leave a comment in the comments box. You can also send me an email at my email address, georgiana+live@bossladies.com. And just leave the title of the video that you watched or the topic of discussion in the description, in the subject line, so that I can see what you're referring to. You can send me your questions that way. You can leave a comment in the chat box below. I definitely do answer, even if you're watching the replay. And of course, as always, be sure to subscribe so that you can continue to see more videos like this. Right now, during the month of September, we are streaming every weekday night at 8 p.m. But I do other videos as well. And Tracy, that boss agenda tutorial might be one of those. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you can see all of those videos coming out on my channel. And if you like this video, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, a fire emoji, something, so that I know to continue doing more videos like this. Hey, Janet. Yes, there is a link for Canva. You can just go to canva.com. I don't have a specific link for them. I wasn't able to find any special offers. But if I do find, because you guys know, I love a coupon, and if I find a coupon, I will share it with you guys. If I do find a coupon, Miss Janet, I definitely will share that with you guys, and I'll repost the link to later in the description as well. So if I do find any Canva coupons, I'll share those in the description along with the later link. So yeah, so that's it from me for tonight, guys. Tomorrow we are Wednesday. We've got another stream scheduled at 8 p.m. So I will be seeing you guys there. And for those of you watching the replay, thank you. I love you for watching. I'll see you guys all tomorrow night at 8. Have a great day. Bye.